Oh, hey, hi, hello, we are here. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out for another episode of Things Run the Night, our Call of Cthulhu story. Um, we will go around the room, introduce who we're going to be playing, as well as our new investigator who will be joining us at a wonderfully epic moment soon, TM. We'll go ahead and get started with Warren.
Hi, I am Warren. I'm playing Eddie, the sort of rock star songwriter, real big into cryptids, and is finding himself sort of in the middle of a real life version of one of his songs. It's not sure about how to feel about it.
I love and hate that for you. Uh,
Absolutely.
Next up, we have Travis.
Apologies for no camera. I just moved and have no camera, so that's going to be it. I'm playing Patrick Reed, a actor who got into the occult a bit when researching a role, and now cannot seem to get away.
Why would you want to, you know?
Exactly.
Next up, we got JJ.
Hi, I'm trying to figure out life.
The sun.
I play Frank Russo. I'm the con man, but apparently, listening to what my homies have told me, I'm apparently the frontline fighter. I guess with my boxing. We haven't got a sword for someone yet. Guess we'll.
Oh, we
work on
do.
that.
We found one at the end of last session in the form of a machete.
It's
So
where was Frank?
Unconscious at the
Asleep?
hospital.
Yeah.
That make a hospital.
Yep.
yeah, things happened.
You got.
We all got pretty messed up.
You'll find
Last
out in the
time I
recap.
checked- I was like, last time I checked, we beat up some dudes, but we were fine.
Somebody didn't listen to the episode, methinks.
I didn't think it was going to go that far.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Some would say it didn't go far enough.
True.
Who would say that?
Ian. You're up.
Is it? Oh, it's my turn. Hi. Hey, I'm Ian. I'm playing Parker Rollins, a part-time librarian, full-time hacktivist. You might know me by my handle, Hackleberry Finn or Hack Finn. Out here changing the world one online movement at a time.
Thanks. I love it and hate it.
I don't know
And
why you'd hate that. Bruce hates the planet.
it's true. And we'll get to who exactly Donnie will be playing later this evening. But as a recap for everyone at home, not any of the cast members, but just at home, last week you guys had a very interesting run-in inside of a pyramid, or was it? After you guys were going through this main room that had a sarcophagus in the middle of it, you guys were in the process of trying to burn a book. The first and maybe the original play of The King in Yellow. Some of you felt very endeared by the book. Some of you wanted to see it burn. Not very friendly for the planet, but that's fine. And our good friend, I am all sorts out of character names. 1 second, so sorry. Yep, working on it.
Also, I just now remembered that we got teleported. Yeah. My brain- I remember now. Clicked.
Taking a week off is a hell of a drug.
I mean, to be fair, your character was very drunk. You're really
True.
just role playing accurately at this point.
Canonically, I might actually just remember beating up some dudes.
Parker was attempting to catch the book on fire, but Frank said not today and kicked the torch away from the book that was in the process of catching a flame. Upon kicking the torch, the room went dark. Torch went out. And so with some quick thinking, Parker began to take some pictures of the room with their disposable camera, using that flash to try to gain some sort of knowledge on where exactly this torch went. Unfortunately for most people, you guys realize that you four and George weren't the only people in this room any longer. An individual wrapped in cloth, mummified, began to scrape their bony finger across the stone, almost like a nail on chalkboard, from across the room, as you saw an individual all in yellow and different cloths. As you guys were trying to avoid looking at that individual any longer, you guys decided it'd probably be best to keep the flash off and just try to grab hands and try to figure out where everyone went. You guys all began to grab hands, and everyone was accounted for except for Frank. As you guys were moving closer and just sort of moving around the room, you guys stumbled across Frank as it seemed they were unconscious. You guys began to pick up Frank and move them out of the room when Parker took this opportunity to burn the book. But the book wasn't where it was originally. The book was now floating in the middle of the room above their sarcophagus. And so Parker had to step on top of it to be able to reach the book and to light it. As they were stepping on, and just as the torch made contact with the book, something grabbed their ankle as a hand reached up out and grabbed on. And in that moment, all of you woke up. You guys were all laying on the ground surrounding the pyramid. But things were different from where you left them. Eddie no longer had the blade that they were holding on to. Frank was still unconscious and they still had the blood dripping from their forehead. Parker still had the marks of something that almost extremely cold grabbing onto their ankle. And Eddie also missing a match that they used to relight the torch once more. As you guys were quick to realize, Bob, George's driver, stumbled out of the woods. You guys didn't see them when you guys appeared at the pyramid bottom, but he stumbled out of the woods, beginning to do a once over on Frank, making sure that everything was fine. But something you guys did notice when you guys came to, or Parker and Eddie specifically, as you guys were at the top of the pyramid, was that George was laying over, almost like he fell on top of the spike that was on top of the pyramid. As everyone knows, you hurry and try to remove the pointy thing sticking out of someone. But it sort of worked in your favor, as there was no blood that came out of this wound. Instead, it was absorbed by the spike, and the spike receded into the ball once more. On your guys' way out, Eddie took the opportunity to grab the dagger once more, but instead of being freed by blood, it said something new on the dagger. Satiated. You guys very quickly went on your way to bring George and Frank to the hospital, just to make sure that everyone was fine, that there was no brain damage, there was no internal bleeding, anything horrible. You guys went back to Patrick Reed's and able to actually ready up for an adventure, as it were. Anything you guys sort of needed, were able to go ahead and get your hands on. Parker made a quick pit stop on this very nice computer with some decent internet to try to see if there was anything that they could begin to spread about the founding fathers of the occult. They were able to reach out to their online friend and set up a meeting time within the next couple of days. As you guys wrapped up, you guys went back to the hotel to sort of relax for the evening, have a nice dinner, have some drinks, and I mean, you guys did the job, but you guys still had a week at this hotel or slash resort to be able to enjoy on George's dime. Coming to about midnight, Bob walked up to the group of you and advised you to come with him as you guys went to George's room to talk in private. And that is when the news broke that George did not make it through surgery. It looked like there was too much internal damage that was done to George. Most of you seem to have the same idea of all the occult objects inside of the warehouse that George had and where it would go after. With none of you having what you believe to be the adequate skills to break and enter. You guys do recall George using a key to get into this warehouse. And remember that he's currently at a hospital where you guys would currently have to try to talk your way through and steal the key. But you guys believed that was your best course of action, as you guys are now en route to said hospital. Bill drops you off pretty quickly. Not Bill, Bob, excuse me. Bob drops you off pretty quickly. And then he goes ahead and begins to find a place to park the car, as it looks like he may be staying for a little while. But you guys are now at said hospital. What would you guys like to do?
We need to go check on Frank, I think.
Yeah, one of us should go check on Frank, and one of us should pretend to be a doctor and go get that key.
I wonder, do you want me to try a straightforward approach and just ask it for his personal effects since we were the ones that dropped him off?
That might be a easier way to do that.
Okay, you guys go
Less
check on
fun.
Frank. I'll see what I can do. And I'll just like walk up to reception.
Okay.
Hi, we dropped a patient off here earlier, and we just got the call that he didn't make it. But his personal effects were a key that gets into his house. We need to take care of his pets, so wondering if we can collect those now.
Name?
His or mine?
Both.
George Freeman?
Okay, and yours?
My name. Okay, let's take a beat and think if I want to give a fake name. Patrick Reed. I'm not going to give a fake name.
I like
the
it.
Patrick Reed.
Exactly.
Put the "the" on there.
Yeah.
Make sure they know.
As you walk up and have this conversation, she stops and waits for a moment, and then her eyes sort of light up a little bit. Well, I would never guess to meet you here, Mr. Reed. Let me just say I'm a huge fan
Yeah, tragedy affects us all, unfortunately.
It truly does. Um, Mr. Freeway. Um, yes, um, his effects should still be and his by his side.
Okay, last I heard he was in surgery, so where would I go?
Yes, if you go over and you'll see head down this hallway, you'll come to a T. You'll see a sign for the morgue. You can go and follow the signs for that.
Outstanding. Thank you, and I'll like look at whatever name tag they're wearing and say the name.
That you see this middle-aged lady sort of smile a little bit and go back and start entering into files on the computer.
Move to the morgue.
Who is going to go check on Frank while you guys go? Well, at least Mr. Reed is heading towards the morgue.
I can, if Parker doesn't want to.
Yeah, I mean, stop me from setting a book on fire that I feel like would have been important. So maybe I'm a little salty about that. I'm gonna find a vending machine.
I'm sorry, you're upset about the dream book?
We were doing a thing, and he stopped the thing because I want to read the spooky book in quotation marks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a book about that guy is... Whatever. I'll go get him, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. He can keep his like stupid baloney boy book, whatever the hell that guy was. All right.
Baloney Boy.
That's what I decided we're gonna call the guy that we shouldn't really actually use the name of. He's the baloney boy from now on.
It's got a ring to it. I can't, you know.
Was that or like the salami sultan or something?
Like the Baloney Boy and mustard.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where I think we can vote on it later. But
Cool. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna
I
go
will walk
find
back
a-
to go get Frank.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna go find a vending machine.
Easy enough to find some vending machines, either of the caffeinated variety or of the food variety. And during this time, Eddie, you're able to head and find Frank's room. Frank, when Eddie walks in, you were conscious, but you were resting. The head is swirling a little bit, but nothing that you haven't dealt with in the past. But you do hear the footsteps enter your room.
What's up, man?
Hey man, you doing all right?
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, we should get out of here and definitely talk about that, but maybe not here
Was that
right now.
Was that real?
You know, that is like the number one thing we should probably talk about. Like,
Okay.
I don't know, man, shared hallucination, but then like there's marks on people's bodies and stuff, so like maybe it was real. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm hungry.
I mean, you didn't like drug us, did you? Like no offense, but
I mean, I like a good time, but I don't like that good of a time.
yeah, I mean that wasn't really a good. I mean, like that was solidly in the bad trip category.
Yeah. I just I could use some eggs. Can we go get eggs?
Oh, that sounds great. You think there's like a Denny's around here?
There has to be. This is America. I'm gonna get dressed.
Yeah. You go ahead and you get dressed, and a nurse does see you up and moving around. Um, they do ask if you want to get discharged. They are offering to keep you overnight for observation, but if you believe that you are fine enough to leave, then you obviously have that option.
Yeah, I'm basically just gonna nod like, yeah, no, yeah, it's fine. That'll be it. Just placate them, then give them answers where they don't even know if I'm actually leaving or not. I'm just getting dressed, and they're like, I guess he's gonna leave.
Just the worst. They're like, okay. Uh, and they go ahead and nod and begin to walk away, and not exactly sure what just took place. Um, you guys are left alone.
Now that you said breakfast, man, I'm starving.
Yeah, we're the guys. Where's everybody else?
As soon as I think they're all up front. We'll talk in the car, but yeah, let's head out of here.
Do we still have the limo?
Yeah, we like tip the guy.
Did anyone die?
Yeah, the Hancock, George, he like fell on the top of the pyramid and like I don't know, man, like that orb, it had a spike at it, like drank all his blood. And, I don't know. Like we tried to save him, we got him here, but I guess he didn't make it.
Is that the guy who was supposed to pay us?
Yeah, I think we got paid, but we also got the key to his house, so let's go.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not positive if I'm on drugs anymore.
A lot of that going around.
You go ahead and get everything situated, get yourself dressed and ready as you guys head back towards the main lobby area.
Oh, and also the dude from the book, Parker decided we're calling him Baloney Boy. I know. I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
We can workshop it, maybe.
Yeah, no, I was confused about that. I actually thinking about that Voldemort, my brain gets kind of fuzzy. I don't thinking about it. My brain is like I'm actively trying not to think about it. Is that normal? Is that a thing? Was that something for you?
I feel like we're so far past normal right now that I mean, I don't know. I've been kind of trying not to think about it, but maybe not quite that same way.
How much actual sanity did I really lose in that whole situation?
Probably a lot. So I know I lost a
mean-
lot, and we were both right there.
You lost so much, you have an obsession with numbers.
Yeah. Oh, right. Fuck.
What's the threshold for that? Like 5?
It's a fifth of your sanity. You gain a possible phobia or mania. And just because nature just has its wonderful cosmic balance, the person who's most afraid of numbers gained the love for numbers.
Yeah.
Obsession doesn't equal love.
It doesn't not equal, you know? It's just not a healthy kind.
The semantics that we're trying to figure out on this makes me nervous.
That's the obsession.
Exactly. As you guys are having this conversation, and Parker's in the process of looking for a vending machine, Patrick, you make your way towards the morgue. There is a couple of doctors who are standing outside of it having a conversation, but they do see you approach and they stop their conversation. Can I help you?
Hi. The receptionist just told me to come down to collect the effects of deceased George Freeway.
Ah, yes, of course. Um, well, one moment. And they disappear. One of them disappears inside and walks out with a bag that has a bunch of folded clothes inside of it, um, and a couple other different things. So you could feel there's weight behind it, but the only thing when you are able to open up the bag and look inside, you see is his clothes that he was wearing when he went to, or when you saw him last. But he also hands over a small metal box. This is for you.
Thanks. I don't know. Just also said sorry. I'll be on my way.
I am sorry for your loss, and I hope it doesn't weigh too heavily on you.
Thanks.
And they sort of just nod and continue to have their conversation.
I'll take a look at the box. This is not something I expected.
Yeah, it is a small metal box. It does not have a lock on it or anything like that, so you can absolutely pop it open if you would like to.
I don't think I'm going to pop it open in the hospital. I'm going to consult the others first.
Okay. It doesn't look crazy special. It is maybe like a 4-inch by 4-inch box, metal.
Oh, it doesn't look like a Colt or anything. It's not
Mm-mm.
locked.
No.
Oh, okay, I'll pop it open.
You pop it open, it is a bag with ashes inside of it.
So a cult shit.
Or George. I
If
mean,
it's
morgues,
George,
morgues don't usually burn shit up, but I don't know. Here we are.
if it's George, his ashes are a cult.
I'll look back and I'll just. Are the doctors still there?
Yeah, they are.
I was like, is this? And just kind of look at them, see if they.
Yes,
See?
that is your dearly departed.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, we tried to get a hold of someone to see what their final wishes were, but didn't exactly get any sort of answer, unfortunately.
I think this will do just fine.
They sort of give a half-cocked smile and nod towards you again.
In my head, I'm like, that's actually probably for the best, given all the shit that he was into.
Probably. Um, you make your way back towards the lobby. Parker, I have a very important question for you.
Yeah.
What did you get from the vending machines?
So I went and I found like a vending machine, and I got like a little like ramen cup, right? Like instant noodles.
Solid.
And because it's been a wild day, I then went down to like the cafeteria area, and instead of using hot water, I made said ramen with coffee.
You're a psychopath.
Yep. So now we're walking back with caffeinated instant noodles.
Roll a sanity check.
It's a real thing. It's called the Hassie Hot Cup. I've had it. It's not bad. I wouldn't do it regularly, but if someone offered it, I would at least have a bite.
You put cream in it. Sugar?
Yes, I did put a little bit of cream, but no sugar. It's not supposed to be a sweet dish.
I don't know if I would call that a dish, but
The
You
Hassie
know they
Hot Cup.
launched an official version of that this week, right?
Did they really?
Yeah, gaming cup of noodle, like
Yeah.
caffeinated cup of noodles. Officially, I'll link you.
Please do.
Yes.
But
They're sneaking
but-
caffeine into everything.
the Hassie hot cup is just straight. You put coffee on your instant ramen.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm gonna pass on that.
You can get at 10 Speed and Peppermint Gentleman. They have opinions. That's how I found out about it. But yeah, that's what Parker's now wandering around the hospital looking for everybody else with these caffeinated noodles.
You're able to go ahead and enjoy it, and you head back to the lobby, and this is where everyone sort of meets up at.
Oh, hey. Frank's up.
Yep.
Oh,
Uh,
got George.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
that's
Frank
not...
said we should get breakfast. Let's talk it all over, like pancakes or something. Let's go to Denny's.
We should.
Sounds good.
That sounds great. I'm going to take another bite of my caffeinated noodles and then look for a trash can if we're going to go get actual breakfast.
Actual breakfast.
I'm going to offer it around a little bit real quick. Just like, anybody? Anybody?
My
No?
God, sir, your noodles are rancid.
Your noodles are rancid. That's the best response to that.
Boy, we were playing 1920s.
Exactly.
By Jove, you've made quite the shit up.
Element's beard.
But you're able to go ahead and head out. Bob is standing next to the limo, sort of waiting for you guys. But as you guys walk up, he does have a small little black book that he writes in and then sticks into his jacket pocket. Are we ready to go? Frank, nice to see you again. I hope you're feeling well.
Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
Perfect. Are we heading back to the hotel, or where are we heading off to?
Denny's, please.
Are you hungry?
I'm not, honestly, but I could bring you guys there if you would like.
I got you for a cup of coffee at the very least.
That I can try to enjoy.
All right, Denny's, let's go.
You go ahead and make your way over to a Denny's. It's not very populated currently. But you guys are there with a couple of younger individuals, probably just out of high school.
Is this like we gotta wait? Do we just sit?
Yeah, we'll get a table. I'll walk up and get us in.
Yeah.
I'll bring George's shit with us. We can.
That's fair.
Look, we got a very famous man over here waiting. Please don't keep him waiting.
I mean, to be fair, there's a little sign up at the front next to like the host stand that says "Seat yourselves." So you guys are able to easily enough get a table, plop down, and shortly after you guys sit down, like not even enough to be able to like have a conversation or anything, a waiter walks up. Round of coffees for everyone. Anything else to get us started? Or are you guys ready to order?
Omelet, please.
Omelet.
Ooh, make that 2.
2.
Grand Slam.
Home run.
I'll do the same as that. That sounds really good.
The Grand Slam or the omelet?
The Grand Slam. Sorry.
Good. Okay. Then he goes ahead and begins to write down and heads off towards the kitchen.
So Reed, is that box is that our guy?
Indeed, this is George.
Whoa, wait. They cremated him?
That was quick.
They indeed did, since there was no next of kin apparently, which I think was a good idea. I mean, he's into some occult shit, so you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't really complain about it, but dang, that was fast.
That was like he was done and he was gone. Like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Did anybody know where we were?
That is a good question. South America somewhere? I don't know.
You guys were in
Did we actually
South
go
America?
any place?
We all did. You were there. You got chased by a fucking jaguar, man.
Yeah, in my dream. What do you mean?
I'm gonna look at the table and then I'm gonna look back to Bob.
One of us.
Yeah,
One
Bob.
of us.
Bob, that was. Remember that time that we all had kind of the same dream?
Yes.
All right, so that was a pretty realistic dream, right?
I mean, as realistic as any other dream has been.
All right, so do you normally dream in the middle of the day?
When I take naps, yes.
Did you plan on taking a nap?
I mean, no, but the fact that I fell asleep, I then had a...
Have you ever shared the exact same dream or dream adjacent anything with anyone else like that simultaneously? Like where you wake up and you're like, I had the craziest dream, and somebody just explains your dream to you?
that is a new one for me, yes.
Yeah, we all went somewhere, even if we didn't actually go somewhere.
But how would you explain us leaving and going somewhere then?
I can't. I don't have a valid explanation for that. I do know, and I'll kind of scoot my leg out from under the table and show him my ankle. You go, that wasn't there before the nap. And in the dream, I got grabbed on the ankle.
Everyone else, as you look, there's nothing there.
Was it the other ankle? I don't see anything.
I'm going to check my other ankle.
No, it's that ankle. Like, you can see it. You can see the hand
Okay.
that's actively there, but no one else can seem to see it.
I mean, in your defense, George is still dead.
Yeah.
Was George dead in the dream? I didn't exactly see you guys in my dream. I just know that you guys explained my dream to me, but I didn't... Was George dead in the dream?
He didn't start that way. Hello? Ready?
I mean, I... Look, I understand and I agree that something happened. But saying that we went somewhere, that is... seems wild.
Bob, what you were attacked by something, yeah?
Yeah, a panther in the
Did
dream.
it get you?
Yes. Right when
you
right
have
when
any-
it jumped on me, I woke up. It's like that feeling
wonder
of
if we-
falling, when you fall in your dreams and right as you hit the ground, you wake up.
Wonder if we would have died. Would have just come back unscathed. Which means that George died after the fact. Sorry to drag you into this, Bob, but this is what's happening right now.
I mean, whatever. I mean, for us all to have fallen asleep, I'm assuming that's something in the trees, maybe the pollen reacting with the heating lamps. I mean, that has to be the case, right?
I mean, that's a good point. Maybe we should go back and check it out. If you could take us, that'd be great. After breakfast, of course.
I was gonna say we just ordered. Please, can we eat breakfast?
I mean, shouldn't we wait for someone to check it out, make sure it's safe to go in first before like we walk back in and then we possibly fall asleep again?
I think we are the people that check that out. I'm not sure who to call.
Ghostbusters.
Who are the Ghostbusters?
You've never seen
That
that
movie.
movie?
No, I mean, I didn't know if there was like actual Ghostbusters.
No.
Oh.
But like, who are you gonna call?
I mean, this feels like this could be the plot of the third Ghostbusters that they keep talking about.
Yeah.
You know, it would be even better if they just, did a reboot of it. That would be better.
It's a reboot.
So when they make it all over again and then use different actors.
Here's your omelet.
Thanks, I appreciate it. And he gets to hand out the omelets to everyone.
Well, we do character. I'm not a
Exactly.
server at
Server
Denny's.
at Denny's.
He just stole your NPC from you.
Thank you. I'm glad someone finally did. It only took 4 years.
I mean, like The Wizard of Oz or The Ten Commandments, movies they make multiple times.
Yeah. That one. Right. Yeah, no, we could absolutely go. And I do want to let you know that you and amongst other individuals will be invited. Well, we were going to have a funeral for George, but if he's already been cremated, it might be just a little bit easier to move on. But he did have in his will that those who have been to Warehouse 3 will be invited to a show and tell, as it were. Sort of be able to exhibit or enjoy the exhibit one last time before it is sent to where it needs to go.
And where is that?
To be as not callous as possible, that is information that you are not privy to, Mr. Rawlings.
Oh, there's no need for Mister, but okay.
So sorry.
That's fine.
But yes, it will be here for the remainder of the week. But I know that there will be a few people that will be flying out in the next couple of days, as I have already sent out the request for a couple of phone calls to be made.
Well, all right.
Indeed. And I do remember that there was a little bit of a kerfuffle with one of Mr. Freeway's associates, but he will be there tomorrow under supervision, but nonetheless part of the organization that George was part of.
That's valid. Frank, you might have to punch him again.
Please don't punch him on George's property.
Do you want me to do it outside the property?
Bob looks between the two of you. Just what?
Okay, punch him straight Straight in the mouth.
Just like that. Yeah.
Well, that's how you throw a punch. Looks good to me.
Bob just shakes his head and just takes a big drink of his coffee.
I mean, the science works out. That's the science. That's the science of throwing a punch.
He just has that mouth is like complete.
I believe that's why they call it the sweet science.
What?
It's
What?
boxing. Boxing is the sweet science. You were a boxer.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to actual like studies.
But
I had raw talent. That's all I needed.
Maybe that's why they named it that.
float like a hot air balloon, sting like somebody stole your catalytic converter.
That's gonna sting pretty hard.
There's got to be a classier way to say that.
No, there is. I just changed the quote.
Oh. You guys are all very interesting individuals.
Thank you. I feel like maybe you've met some more interesting individuals that Mr. Freeway brought around.
I mean, I did see a majority of his organization, yes.
And what are they like?
Not unsimilar to George.
So,
How many were there?
8, including George.
out of curiosity,
Yes.
and I don't mean this with any disrespect whatsoever to our recently deceased. I've seen the collection. I thumbed through the book that he wrote. Was George full of shit?
I won't even pretend to have any sort of expertise in George's dealings. I just brought him from point A to point B.
That's fair. All right.
If anyone, you guys would be more of the experts to decide that.
Just figured you knew him, so I figured I'd kind of go that way. But again, not trying to be any sort of disrespectful or a tool or anything like that. Just,
No, I mean, as far as a background check or a check of character, I think he was honest most times. But he did have his, I wouldn't call them necessarily obsessions. But he was thoroughly he thoroughly enjoyed things of interest of the Mayan background. That is for true.
it's handy to know that he was into Mayan stuff specifically.
Yes, that is one of his main reasons why Warehouse 3 is the way that it is.
All right, well, that actually kind of helps us figure out kind of where we were. Right, gang?
I mean, what's the plan? What are we doing? Like, we're gonna go to this guy's house and potentially some, wake or whatever. But after that, like, what are we doing?
Well,
I mean,
go ahead.
go ahead.
I don't know, so I was going to pull it out my ass. I feel like maybe Eddie has a better idea here.
Can do an
I mean,
idea roll.
I would say that, like, what are we doing? We're just trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Like, are we getting paid at this point? No, but I want to know what happened. What happened to George? What that weird thing was, and I'm willing to do a little bit of that for free.
The baloney boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Bob reaches into his jacket pocket, pulls out a um, his wallet, and begins to flip over the money and pays Frank.
Oh yeah, we got paid.
Cool. Awesome. I guess I can pay for this now. I didn't really know what I was going to do. I just wasn't going to think about it.
Oh, don't worry. The Denny's is on me.
I mean, I can pay for it now.
Oh, okay. Well then, I guess thank you.
For me.
Oh, I'm very confused. I'm so sorry.
I'm just paying for me.
You guys are able to continue enjoying your oh so wonderful meal and finish it up. So Bob looks to. Are we ready to head to Warehouse 3 then?
All right. Yeah. Sure.
I think kind of as we're gonna be.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right. Should we do this? I guess I should ask before we go. I mean, it's already pushing 12:30, 12:45. Should we just do this tomorrow? I mean, is there a reason to push the night? I mean, I know I've been going since around about 7 a.m. this morning. I mean, if we need to go tonight, then we can, but I mean, we have his key and it's open for select, you and a few other individuals.
Who else has access?
Only I have access and permission to use the key.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, yeah, we can hold off if we need to. I don't think that's a little bit of sleep's probably good. We can hit it first thing in the morning. Sound good to everybody?
Yeah. Do we still have our rooms? Like our hotel room?
Bob chirps up. Yes, those were already prepaid by George already. So
Oh, yeah, I would play sleep. I'm down.
Do it.
let us head back to the hotel, and we could pick this up, say 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, down in the lobby. That works.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. And he raises up his glass for the coffee. By the way.
Oh yeah, no worries. You've been driving us around. It's the least I can do.
As long as everyone has a spending of like $5, so you guys will be able to cover Denny's without any sort of issue.
Hell yeah.
We got any hobos in the group?
Just Frank.
Hold on. This is just not
Fair.
Frank's visiting town. Like he's got a place just in Vegas.
Whoa. Frank is not broke. Frank is just not from here.
Yeah, it's accurate.
I forgot that Vegas and California have different spending money. I forgot. That's my bad.
He's also gonna take free shit when he can.
Oh yeah, who doesn't? You guys head back to the hotel. Is there anything you guys would like to do before heading to your separate rooms and retiring for the night?
Guys, are we at all worried the driver is gonna go loot the stuff?
I'm a little.
I'm worried, yes.
I wasn't until now.
It seemed a little weird that he was like, well, we could do it later, right? Like,
Right.
Where we go now?
Do you,
And
you
like
want to
George
get
was
to my car?
mysteriously cremated like 15 seconds after being pronounced dead, and the driver has the key.
Right.
and it's like, oh, it's cool, guys. You're gonna be invited to this thing.
You want to get in my car
Let's
and,
go.
and head over there?
I think I kind of do.
Sounds good to me.
Right, but like, what do we do if we run into him and he's looting?
We'll figure it out when we get there. I say, like, walking to my car. Like I'm on the way.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna like kind of look over my shoulder and make sure I still have my bag.
You do.
It has all the stuff in it.
You guys are ready for an adventure.
Yes, I grab all my new toys instead of just going in with the guitar.
But that worked so well.
It didn't not work for you.
Right.
Didn't not work.
So you guys go ahead and head over to the warehouse location. It does take about 30 minutes to get there. So you guys are getting ready to push 1 a.m. And you guys arrive. There is no cars out front. Just this warehouse.
Go ahead. The front
Yeah.
door, or we like side door? We're doing.
Yeah, we've been in before. We go the normal way. We got the key.
All right, let's go.
Did he have like
Secondly.
when we were here before? Did we notice that was there any kind of security system or anything?
You can go ahead and make a. Let's take a look.
Please say songwriting or guitar.
Exactly. Go ahead and make a guitar check and see if he had a security. No.
Not hidden.
Well, it's gonna be more of like a memory, because it wasn't something they actively were looking for. On. Go ahead and make a luck roll and see if you were lucky enough to happen to see it.
Beep, boop, 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 beep, beep, boop.
I was not.
You don't recall seeing one, but you also actually weren't looking to see if there was one. You were a little bit encapsulated with the entire forest in the middle of Southern California in this warehouse.
Idea rolls encompass memory.
Oh, do they?
It's just intelligence.
Nice. Go ahead and make an intelligence then. I was getting ready to pull up the book on that as well, so I appreciate that.
Idea roll combines deductive powers, memory, and intuitive hunches.
Oh, nice. I don't think we've ever made an idea roll before.
It's
I'll play
I don't know what to do. But
Skill.
my character might.
Exactly. So yes, Eddie, you can go ahead and roll intelligence for me.
Also, are we doing the optional rule where you can spend luck?
Yes, we are. Yep.
Dope.
You know what? I will spend the luck to make that a hard success.
A hard success. With a hard success, you remember that there was indeed a security system on the inside. And it was a keypad.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I wonder if there's an idea of what the code might be.
I'm gonna go with 1776 because of the founding fathers.
Actually, I don't even want to roll. Let's do that.
What's the address?
That's the best idea I've ever heard in an RPG. I'm not even lying.
That's pretty good.
Okay, you guys want to go ahead and use the key and try 1776 on the keypad?
I vote
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Unless anyone stops me, this is my plan.
You go ahead and you can hear a beeping that begins to go off as soon as you turn the key and open the door. You begin to hear a beeping. You make your way over to the keypad. Oh, go ahead.
I
Sorry.
opened the door and I gestured to Eddie. I'm like, your idea? You do the honors.
Sure.
You walk over and you type in 1776. And sure enough,
Yep.
the alarm stops and has been disarmed.
Love it.
I'm not
They had
mad
the best
that worked.
idea one.
America.
Fuck yeah.
That could have been a luck roll.
I had that one actually set aside. That was glorious that you thought of it. Yeah, it go ahead and deactivates. And you guys now have, you're now in the dark. It is still warm, but you guys now are in the middle of this forest in the middle of southern California once again.
Well, we're here.
Yeah, now what?
Is this the point where you guys tell me it's a bad idea to split up?
Well, it wouldn't be a good idea to split up, I don't think.
So we get split up.
I mean, probably.
Okay.
Just don't touch anything, I think is a good rule.
That
I'm
does seem
definitely
like a
not
good
promising
rule.
that.
Maybe I'll go with Frank. You know, not to ruin your fun, but to kind of, keep you alive.
I
Definitely
mean,
gonna touch stuff because I just know that's gonna happen.
if he's not here, like, should we just wait for him?
What, when he opens the door, Jacques, you are going to steal this shit. Like, I don't know where that
this
voice
is
came
our
from, but like,
opportunity to get it first.
well, now the question is, are we looting?
Why else are we here?
Mm.
Look,
Well, I was
either
thinking-
either we're gonna loot this stuff or the rest of the fathers are. So
Yeah, okay.
All right, so make a list of things you want, but don't touch anything yet until we can maybe suss out some stuff, right? This feels weird and bad.
Yeah, I thought we were coming here to catch him in the act, but it looks like maybe he wasn't gonna do what we thought he was gonna do.
So are we
I mean, the
committing a
man
crime?
thinks that we're gonna sleep. He thinks he's got all night. Or he's an innocent man. There's just only the sweetest of intentions. I
yeah,
don't know.
I don't know.
This feels weird.
Maybe breaking and entering isn't on everybody's mind.
Well, it's
Hey,
on.
we didn't break anything. Weird voice inside my head.
Exactly.
And we only entered a little.
The conscience of the group.
Exactly.
Like, we just took the key under sort of false pretenses and guessed his alarm code.
Was anything broken?
That'll
I don't think
definitely
so.
hold up in
Everything was-
court.
everything was opened like we
Code
knew
was
what we were
broken.
doing.
Yeah.
The code was intact.
I feel like George would want us to continue exploring this mystery.
Pretty presumptuous, but I mean, I'm down.
I mean, is it based on everything we know about him? He hired some strangers from across the country to pick up an orb, and then we went on some weird trip to South America.
Yeah. Eddie makes a point. Stop making points, guys. I don't know whose team to be on right now.
Me either.
Everyone go ahead and roll a spot hidden, and you need a hard success.
ooh, a not hidden, you say?
Indeed.
I don't like that roll. I don't think I did good.
Hey, yo!
Can I spend 2 points of luck to get it under 95?
You can if you want to.
I'm gonna spend 3 points to make it a 94. So I like to stay away from bad things.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Go ahead and mark off that 3 points of luck. Frank with the extreme success. He says, I see your hard success and I read
see
you
it. Yeah,
extreme success.
I see
Frank's
it.
out here already touching shit.
Yeah, I've done. I've already. Shit, my pockets are full already.
Let's see. Eddie got a failure. Parker also got a failure. Extreme from Frank. And what did you get?
I failed.
And a fail as well. Okay. As you guys are having this conversation, Frank, something moves from one tree to the next on your right side. Just very quick motion. You just see a blur of a shadow for going from one tree to another. It's on ground level with but it's just deeper into the forest on your right side.
Guys, are monkeys native to California?
No.
No.
And Tarzan's here.
What?
There's trees. There's shit moving in there. It's not birds either. Well, probably birds, but that was too big.
Well, I hate that.
Uh-huh. I don't know what to do about it.
Nope. I have no idea. Seems the longer we stay here, the more this seems like a bad idea.
Philosophical question: if we went to South America, who's to say nothing came back?
Ooh, good point.
Up and he's like yell into the trees. Hey, if there's any baloney boys out there, you better goddamn tell me right now. I'm like pointing the machete at the trees.
Yes. Go ahead and make a good old fashioned intimidate check for me, please.
Oh God. Because that's what I'm built to do.
Well, why are you trying to be intimidating?
It didn't work.
It did not work.
Yeah.
But it's not a fumble, so that's fine.
That is a fumble.
Is it?
If you
Has to
have
be
less
over
than
50.
50.
Has to be over 50, I thought.
If your skill is less than 50, then the fumble range is from 90
Oh yeah.
196. I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Is
It's, 96 plus for under 50. But if it's if it's above 50, then it's like 98 and plus.
I think it's just 99.
Oh, is it? Even better. Okay. As you yell out to the abyss, and let me rephrase. I'm assuming you do not, or do you want to spend luck to make it not a fumble? Oh, actually, I don't think you can actually spend luck on fumbles. I take that back.
I don't have the resource for it anyway. I'm down to 9 points of
Ooh.
luck left.
Gotcha.
Did you do did you recover luck points at the beginning of the session?
It's at the end.
Oh. Yeah.
Um,
Criticals, fumbles, and firearm malfunctions always apply and cannot be bought off with luck points.
love it. You hear a branch snap in that direction.
I'm out.
That's what the line was. We already found it.
It's just instantly, yeah, tell me, and just snap. Nope, and just run out.
I'm just gonna take a couple steps back and put Frank between me and the forest.
I love it. I love it. As you are sorry, I have to make a couple of rolls here.
If the skill is 50 or over, then it's 100. So you need a straight 100 to fumble.
Oh, so it's not a
Otherwise,
fumble.
96.
So
But if it's under 50, then it's 96 or higher.
Oh, okay. I had it backwards in my head. I see.
So for that previous failed roll where I spent the luck to keep it out of fumble range, can I not do that and keep that luck?
You
since
can.
It... Okay.
Yep, I will allow that since it is outside of that fumble range anyway. So go ahead and add that luck back to your sheet. But as you take a few steps back, you see step outside of from the tree line a perfect silhouette of an individual sort of step out, and they sort of lean their body and begin to slowly scan you all.
Does it look similar to the silhouette from the crypt and such?
No, it looks more feral. The way it's sort of like moving, it's like
Hello there.
What were we thinking?
Yep. I'm now just this was a mistake. We made a mistake. This
I-
sounded cool. It's not cool anymore. I hate this.
I'm into it. I'm approaching ish. Not really approaching, but I'm into it.
as you
Digging through my bag to find the big ass mag light that I've got.
yeah.
I also have a shotgun. Let's not forget that I have a shotgun. It is loaded, and the safety is now off.
As you take a few steps closer, you see this thing, and it's still, even when you get closer, it is still like a silhouette, and almost just like just a shadow that was just like darkened and put in front of you. It begins to turn its head real sharp and begin to walk towards you as well. Sort of
Hello.
swaying.
I'm talking. I'm seeing if it's reacting. Hello.
Every time you say hello, it turns its head a little bit, sort of like a dog where it's like trying to, it's like what? It's just twitching back and forth.
Stop. Does it stop?
It doesn't. It continues to walk slowly for you.
Now I'm backing up.
I'm
I'm
gonna
backing up.
I'm gonna put that mag light on it so we can see what the hell it is. Sorry, gang, if we take sanity damage from this, but
As you shine the mag light on it, it is pure shadow. It is just literally it's just a silhouette. As it
All right, it's time to wake up now.
starts getting down on all fours and running at like as a humanoid, like with the arch back, running at full speed towards you guys.
Shoot it. I shoot it. I shoot it. I
I'm-
shoot
yeah.
it. I shoot it. I shoot it.
Parker is shrieking.
Shoot it! Shoot it! Oh my god, shoot it! Go ahead and make a firearms test for me.
It's coming right for us.
What do you? I felt like that Jennifer Lawrence. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? But like, what do you mean?
All right.
I'm just pointing my flashlight at it because I
Oh.
brought a pocket knife.
Okay.
Bring out your
I'm just
axe,
behind
man.
I'm just behind the shotgun, just like ready to like. Do I fight a shadow? What?
You ever heard of shadow boxing?
Oh, jeez.
I hope you've been practicing. I got a success.
All right.
Just shoot it.
You shoot it, and it seems unaffected. The bullets, the
Do the bullets hit it? Do they stop or
it
they go
goes
through?
right through, and you can see the dirt behind the entity sort of puff up as a,
Turn and run.
and it is
Nope.
That's a 180.
Where the fuck out of here?
barreling towards you.
Yeah, just run. I guess. I don't really have anything
I
else
need
to do.
everyone to make a. Let's go with.
This
Roll for initiative.
Exactly. No, it is a
Sanity check.
Let us go. You know what? Go ahead and roll dexterity, everyone, please.
Ugh. Stare, huh?
No.
And I am looking for the actual numbers.
Got a 61.
Okay.
I am just on not
Oh,
fire this
no.
evening.
Well, you're about. No, I'm just kidding.
Speaking of fire.
The
Parker with the
it's time to brawl numbers.
93. Parker, you actually will get a bonus die here. I apologize.
I will.
Yes, you will.
In a good. Okay, so that's a 53.
Well, the bonus die would would replace your tens place.
Right. So it
Yeah,
was
I
a
rolled a
93,
93.
and if they rolled a 5 for
Oh,
a penalty
I
or
was
the
looking
bonus
at
die.
Edward Jones.
How dare you, Edward Jones? Let's see here. All right. As you guys begin to sort of make your way in a hurried fashion out the door, you guys see this thing jump, and when it soars through, it gets almost like it would impact Frank as he's beginning to turn around and beginning to go for it. As the creature jumps, leaning forward. You guys can see the hands are now claw-like in nature as it reaches forward and disappears as it makes contact with Frank.
Well, that's messed up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little panic shadow boxing for a minute, literally. It's like
Does it look like it goes inside of him, or does it just disappear?
It looks like it hits him and just sort of disperses.
I got it.
Frank, you now collapse in a pool of your own blood.
Not again.
I- Not pointing my shotgun at you, but I could be very soon.
Like you're kind of like low ready.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. It's like,
Go for high fives.
What would you guys like to do now?
So we continue on, right?
If it's gone, I mean, we might as well take a look.
I love it.
Yep, I got the flashlight out. Since y'all have guns, I'll be the flashlight guy.
So next time
I also
we
have
just-
flashlight and machete.
So if another one of those comes, do we just ignore it? Keep going? Or is it legit? Is it a threat?
You tell me. It went in you.
It didn't go. Nothing went in me.
Spoken like someone who had something in him.
Yeah, you're not normally quick to say nothing was in me if there wasn't something in
I
you.
don't know about you, but in our relationship, we have not had that conversation about anything going inside of anybody yet. Okay, so you wouldn't know my general response, but I feel pretty confident that nothing went in.
Pretty confident or sure?
You feel sane.
Who the fuck was that?
Is anybody else hearing this voice?
See, we keep meeting all these new NPCs. None of them are Donnie.
For all you know, Donnie was the shadow, and he's in you now.
You guys are sticking to the script.
In retrospect, I think we probably should have waited till tomorrow when we got introduced to Donnie as another person who was involved in
Oh, yeah.
George Freeway shenanigans.
Whoops.
Have I seen anything on my travels of fear that I would have pocketed for the money? Anything of value that we have walked by yet?
At this point, the first thing that pops up is a mask.
Sure, I probably got a little satchel.
Sure.
Yeah,
Go ahead and take the mask.
I want to make it where nobody saw me do it.
Then go ahead and roll stealth, and everyone else go ahead and roll perception or spot hidden.
Do I roll? I roll stealth. I
Uh,
didn't know if there was like a sleight of hand or anything. I didn't know if that was a thing. I don't remember.
I don't.
Sleight of hand is a thing.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
sleight
sleight
of
of hand. Yeah, you could go to that.
Ooh, I didn't spot anything hidden. I
I
barely
fucking
spotted
did.
things unhidden.
I didn't make it very.
Weirdly
was-
enough, walking over to the pedestal, reaching over and grabbing the mask, and then putting it into your bag. Nailed it.
What I want to add. Okay, fine. I was definitely seen, but with so much confidence, I'm not even going to address it.
Exactly how it goes.
Parker's just looking at you like, we just talked about this.
We did.
Yeah. He specifically said, look, don't touch.
I mean, I already touched it though, so it's. I mean, experiment done. I'm good.
Hypothesis tested.
Who knew that
That's
Frank was
great.
such a scientist?
Saying. I mean, I almost died. I feel like I need a little compensation.
All right, let's continue looking for shit quickly before another one of those shadow things comes and does shadowy shit to us.
You guys do walk over to a pedestal. It is empty.
It was you found it that way, or is this the same pedestal or a different one?
It is a different one.
Yeah, I will see, guys. This one was found this way.
This time.
Parker and Eddie, you guys know that was the one that had the blade on it.
Yeah. Where'd it go?
Did you put it back?
It disappeared out of my. Yeah, because I pocketed it.
Yeah,
it
you
was
pocketed
gone.
it on the way out.
You did snag
Yeah,
it
no,
on
I
the way out.
pocketed it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
would
do
know.
I have it? Do I still have it on me?
Yeah, you as soon as you like see it and it's like, oh, this one's empty, you go ahead and feel around. Yeah, you still have it on you.
Okay. Yeah, I got it already.
I'm making sure not to step foot on the pyramid, by the way. That just seems like
That's a good
a
call.
mistake.
It's a good call.
Does the knife say anything at the moment?
Still says
Besides satiated?
it still says the same.
It doesn't say like Frank is on my side now.
No, it doesn't say that.
Doesn't say like Frank sucks, kill him.
It does.
Frank has a spirit inside him.
I'm feeling a lot of bad vibes from this group.
That's just the spirit. It's fine. The next one that you guys walk up to is a disassembled flute.
I'm just gonna look at the musician. I don't know why you'd have expertise on this, but I feel like if anyone's gonna.
I have no idea what's going on.
10-4. Awesome. Just I figured I would check. Oh, did anybody try if we can get back yet?
Like go back to where we were?
Yeah.
Is
Uh,
that something
like-
we're trying to do right now?
Well, I'm not trying to go to South America.
I mean, like, so like we're in. Are we?
We're in California.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
We're in a warehouse.
but I mean, like, there's a lot of like trees and shit.
Mhm.
I don't know. Is anybody watching the flank? Is basically what I'm trying to get at.
Like that's walking where we came from, like watching behind you guys, making sure you guys weren't
Yeah.
being followed.
Or
Not
like
Not
things
going
are
back to, not going to South
yeah,
America.
mind fucky, yeah. But
I mean, if
also,
you want me to
too,
turn on
if
and
we
watch
do-
behind us, I will do it. But I'm not leaving the group to go check if the door's
No,
okay.
yeah, I know. I don't really know.
Doors of Lost Cause.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
I mean,
things have been messing with our heads. Like, did we go to South America? I don't know. Is that in my head? Are you guys real at this point? Is the movie Truman Show out yet?
Ian's on it.
It came out.
That's
It's not
98.
out yet. 98.
I feel like there's a great movie potential coming out very soon. That's specifically gonna make me think of this moment.
Yeah, future Frank is gonna be mind blown. Like, wait, which one of
Yeah.
you guys wrote it?
Eddie did.
Yeah, exactly. Is anyone wanting to grab the flute or continue going forward?
I want to take a look at the flute.
Sure.
See if I can.
I was just scolded for taking something earlier.
I'm looking at it. I'm not taking anything.
Just
I'm
saying.
observing, Mom.
Just saying. Mom, you scolded me. I'm the cool uncle taking shit from the random factory.
I don't know how to play the flute. Sorry.
I'm gonna look at it to see if I can figure out
So
just what I can get off of it, information wise.
Yeah,
just
go ahead and
looking.
roll a wonderful occult check.
Yo, an extreme success.
I love that for you. With an extreme success, as you are looking at it, you've heard of this flute,
Oh,
the flute of Tikal.
to call.
Yep. Tikal.
All right.
This flute was believed to be used to move Mayan Emperor's soul as a passage to the afterlife.
no. How's the flute? As I just kind of lean in real close.
All right. Sorry, I was making a note of it, so I remembered what it did at the same time. Just kind of staring at it, looking. Frank kind of leaning in. I'm just gonna go. All right, we all get one, right?
Oh, now you should.
Hey, you took yours.
You're fine. Let me know check what it is then. All right, I'm not gonna be sly anymore. What is this? Just kind of like pull it out.
Yeah, you pull it out. It is a bright yellow mask. Now that
Yellow's
it
not a
has,
good.
now that
Yellow's
it,
not a good color, Frank.
What does yours do? Do you know?
Mine was a ritual thing used to move Mayan Emperor's souls to the afterlife. Thank you.
What does this do?
I don't fucking know. It's a mask. It's not a good color.
Look at the way you looked at that one with the shifty eyes.
The shifty.
Do I recognize the mask at all?
The shifty eyes. I'm sorry that I learned things. and-
use detect. JJ's just asking you to use detect magic on this. Is all he's just
Yeah,
asking.
pretty much. I don't have magic yet.
I can't beat the information out of an inanimate object.
Have you
You
tried?
don't not have magic yet.
Have you tried using everything's connected?
I'm in pain. Parker, you can go ahead and make a occult check. Patrick, you can make an occult check with a bonus die.
I'm also going to take a look at it. But this
Sure.
is a shot.
Can I make one too?
You absolutely can.
Dude, I've never clicked this button. Where's the O?
In
Yeah,
alphabetical
In
order.
alphabetical
Oh my
order.
god. I literally have to beat a 5.
Do it. You can.
Hello?
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, you were
I
close
was
though.
close.
That wasn't horrible.
Wait, you
There's
gave me
10
an
points
occult
left.
check, right?
Yeah, with a bonus
Oops, that-
die.
Oh, I passed.
Pass with.
Just
Is it just
ignore
a regular success?
Yeah. 32 on a 35.
Just see, because I don't want to be left out.
Of course. Oh, you are left
Isn't
out.
that the
I know more than
isn't
you.
that the mask from that Jim Carrey movie that's coming out this summer?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did sell
Bro.
George a couple of props. He was a fan of Jim Carrey, so we made it happen.
Speaking of Truman.
Ian, I'm also going to make a rule for you that you're not allowed to use roll 20 dice for the rest of the show.
Why?
It's
Because
either-
it's like either really hot or terrible.
Yeah, it's one way or the other. I sort of love it.
I mean, it's the most honest rolls that can be at the moment. So
So with the only success, the only one that recognizes this mask being Patrick.
would.
Patrick, this exact design was vividly explained of its depiction in the play that you read.
This mask also has to. This mask might need to go on Sad Mummy Boy. The Weeping Willow.
On the Baloney Boy.
The Baloney Boy.
Why? You think there's magic in it?
I think that when we saw him, he had no mask, and I think that this mask, I glanced down at or I glanced at the door, from my research anyway, from my reading obsessively, I recognize the description from the play.
As a person who fell to the mind fuckery of the poem, do I feel any urges towards this mask?
No.
Wear it, you won't.
I mean, I'm thinking about it. He's like staring. He's like,
Don't do it.
I mean, does anybody really know for sure or feel confident that the magic shit's real? Like the Shadow Man. We don't know if that was real or a hallucination. I can't say that word.
Hallucination.
Hallucination is my favorite way to
I
say
mean-
that word from now on.
This knife changes languages and has words that are moving on it.
I don't know if that's
I
a
can't
pro
explain
or
that.
a con.
Okay, so when we looked at that knife the first time, it was in some weird gibberish language that when we looked at it long enough, it eventually said something about like, feed me some blood and I'll do some shit.
It's a rough
So if I
translation.
Paraphrased.
Right, yeah.
So there's a chance that I see something differently if I look through this mask. Just guessing. Or it takes my soul.
It's also an option.
How about this? If you happen to find me with the mask on and I'm kind of like laying flat, would you take it off me, please? So I, just in case, if that were to happen, like if I
Yeah,
were to
that's
not,
fair.
would you do that?
Yeah.
That's so nice of you. Because I'm gonna try it right now. I'm just gonna put it on.
What?
Whew. Okay. Yeehaw! Here we go. So Frank died. Donnie, who are you playing?
Dude, Frank reads way too many. Canonically, he reads a lot of comic books, and he's like, "This sounds like an origin story." Or you wake him up, and he's like, "I got real close to death." And if he does die, then it's not Frank's problem anymore.
All right, I need you to make.
I can't believe he did that.
Dude, I might meet God, okay? But like in come back.
You might be God, actually.
Holy shit! That's way better. Can I
Do a
just
power roll.
who needs rolling? I'm just God now.
Bruce, join us on this side of the table. JJ, welcome to running the game.
Go ahead. Yeah, roll power for me, please.
Oh, here it is. No.
No, you're not rolling, or
No, as in like whatever my answer is,
It's
did
a
you do
hard
this?
fail.
No. Yeah.
That would suck if there's levels of failure.
yeah, it's extreme failure. Okay, cool.
So am I God?
No.
Am I wait, do I have consciousness right now?
Frank's God. He's an awesome God. He put on a mask and thought of stuff and became a God. Oh, damn, Frank is a God.
Um,
Oh my
Was that Moana song that just starts playing?
god.
Frank, you have no desire to take off this mask.
Fair, it's comfortable, I understand.
Indeed, indeed.
I've worn a mask like that before.
God damn it, Frank's a baloney boy.
You
No.
um as you are standing there sort of trying to figure out if something is horrible is happening to you.
Just vibing.
Um you continue to stand there. And that is all you are doing is just standing there and looking straight forward.
Am I downloading all the information of the universe? Like what's happening to me in this? Is it just blackness for me?
I mean, you can see through the mask, like as if you were without even wearing it. Like you can see through the eye holes and everything's fine.
Oh, okay.
But you are looking forward.
Can I move?
You try to move. You can't move.
Can I talk?
Do you want to try? What would you like to say?
I can't move.
Feels great, guys.
Is it not a
I
spooky
hate
mask?
myself.
Hey, let's keep going.
I would like to continue wearing this mask forever.
Abe, how does it make you feel?
He keeps going, and he begins to walk. At this point, Frank, it feels like you're being puppeted. You have no control over your body. Things you are trying to say almost are like you're taking a backseat.
Can I talk to my puppeteer?
You can sure try.
Hello? Mr. Puppet Master Man.
You were the one who donned my mask.
Yeah. Yeah. Was that I'm assuming that's probably a bad idea.
I know it's been waiting to be donned for quite some time.
Do we hear this or no?
Okay.
No,
Is it bad for me, but good for you?
no, it's the highest praise of someone like you. A
Oh,
true believer.
Okay. What am I believing in now?
Me and the one we serve.
Okay. Got it. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm down for that. But I mean, like, can I have my body back at some point, or is this like forever?
Oh, you can absolutely have it at some point.
Soon? Not soon? Where we going, actually?
On a trip.
Okay. All right. Can we make a deal?
What do you propose?
While we're using my body, can we not commit any flagrant crime, like murder? Uh, a little theft ain't too bad. We could probably get away with that. But could we not kill or hurt or maim non-violent? I don't know how to phrase this. Can we just? I don't. I'm real scared that I don't have control of my body. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. I wouldn't dream of slaughtering someone who doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, slaughtering. That was an interesting choice of words you picked there. And could you? We're gonna. All right. Let's just keep going. I'm gonna try to like explore this guy's brain, see if I can. Or it's just I'm literally just like in a fishbowl. Like
It almost, yeah, it just feels like you have sleep paralysis, but you feel like you have sleep paralysis, but your body is moving. Words are being said that are coming out of your mouth that you have no control over.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nervously make small talk with this being the whole time, just out of pure anxiety.
You guys make it to the last pedestal before the pyramid. And it is a old scarf.
What's the puppet master doing?
As the rest of you guys see Frank walk towards it, grabs it and put into his bag.
What?
Hey, Frank, we said one, dude.
I don't. Yeah, I just got a little excited.
Yeah, this is for insurance, making sure that no one else steals it. We'll return it tomorrow when we come back.
That was smooth. I probably, if I thought of that, I might have said that actually. How they taking it? They taking it well? Hey, look at that one in the face a little better. Yeah, one who's got the notepad all the time. How's he feel? How they feel?
Just gonna let it go.
He sort of gives you a smile and a
Dejected,
nod.
just like, what am I gonna do? Fight him?
I sense the
Is
disapproval.
he still wearing that mask?
Yeah, still wearing it.
Do you want maybe want to take that mask off?
Yeah, I don't. Can we please, puppet man?
It's not doing anything to me. Seems fine.
That seems about right.
I mean, it was like a blood sacrifice orb thing and a scary dagger, and I don't know. It seems like maybe we should study this stuff more before we just start using it.
Oh, I mean, I'm using this as much as you're using your dagger. Just on my person.
Disingenuous, but all right.
I don't. Okay.
I don't like that you just gave up on that.
Anyway, I
Does
personally
he normally say stuff like "on my person"? That's me
haven't-
whispering to Parker.
haven't really.
No.
As you guys are having this look, Bob's not here. Do we think he's gonna show up later? Are we really caring that much, or do we just want to get out? I'm not going on the pyramid.
Are you reading my brain? How do you know I'd act like that?
It's accurate.
We got to check out all of this shit, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, we can bring it back to our. We can all crash at our hotel. Like we can all stay in one room, right, and look over this.
Do we have everything? Have we looked at everything?
I mean, we have this scarf that's in this bag. We got this mask.
What's the scarf do?
Oh shit! I recognize that mask. Can I see it for a second?
Sure. It takes
I'll walk up and just look at it.
Yeah.
Am I me again?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, you take.
I'll just like look at it and hand it back. Like I don't know what's going on.
It's a ceramic mask.
Yeah, I assume I don't get
Nice.
anything off of it. Like I noticed what it was, and I probably
Right,
don't
yeah.
really get anything off it.
What about the scarf? Can I take a look at that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, do we want to do this in the middle of like the dark, or do we want to do this in
Point,
light
Frank.
somewhere?
Good point, Frank.
I mean, we already saw
Make it a
something
law.
jump towards me.
Yeah, the thing that went inside you.
You're definitely.
It didn't
reading my
go
thoughts
inside
while
of
we're
me.
watching this.
All right, it evaporated
Okay.
before it hit me.
Pretty much, I watched it go inside you, bud.
Yeah.
There's no
Kinda the
shame
same.
in having a shadow inside you.
You should agree with him. I think he's right at this point. It definitely went inside of us. You should agree with him.
You know what?
Inside every person is two shadows. One that wants to not be here anymore, and one that wants to see that fucking scarf.
Like I said, if we want to look at the scarf now, we can, or we could do it in daylight where we have action capability of getting a good look at it.
I think I saw some beer, Frank. Can we go get a beer?
Yeah, let's go get some beer. I prefer whiskey if we got it, but beer will be fine.
Now I know you're reading my thoughts.
You just hear, obviously.
I'm unhappy that I don't have any reason to doubt you.
What's great is I feel like the talking over them is perfectly in canon.
Look, if someone wants to carry the scarf, that's fine. I know we're each getting one. And he sort of hands the bag over to get in there, Patrick. Look, if you want your one, everyone else has their one, and then we can go. We can look at these later, or we can regroup tomorrow morning before we go and meet Bob. Like, we have all the time.
What's our end goal?
Freedom.
Okay, is that like... All right. Are we trying to get you a vessel?
Seems like you sort of got one.
You just hear.
This isn't, I mean,
Think of the vessel, bud.
we can be friends here. I mean, you'd want something better than this. This isn't great. This is probably got liver failure.
It'll do.
Okay.
As you begin to look around, as he's moving your body forward, and he's beginning to walk towards the door at this point and trying to leave, you begin to see cracks in the wall. And it sort of splits slowly. And when you see it split slowly, you begin to see stars through the cracks as it begins to slowly seal itself again, become whole.
The walls?
That is just a glimpse of where we will be going.
What?
And with that, we will go ahead and end tonight's session. Thank you
Sorry,
guys
Donnie.
so much for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. I didn't think that this was going to happen, Donnie. I do apologize.
Were you in the hotel?
I don't know where I was.
That's
some
Okay.
ideas.
Yeah,
But
there
it
was
wasn't at the warehouse at 1 a.m.
exactly.
Could have been.
I knew that you were going to be there the next day for the showing, But I knew you wouldn't have a reason to be at the warehouse at 1 a.m. But thank you guys so much.
All right, man.
Really do appreciate it. This has been another episode of Things Run the Night. This is episode 4, Breaking and Entering. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go and check out the YouTube. Make sure to go and check out the podcast, TikTok. We've been posting there quite a bit recently. So make sure to go and check all of those things out. This will be uploaded next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But, guys, fantastic news. We have a new partner. We have officially been partnered with Adventure Dice, which is a dice company based in Canada. Fantastic group of individuals. If you go over there, get a set of dice. You can even get subscriptions, right? So dice usually run like $15 for a 7 set, $11.50 per month, and every month you get a set of 7 dice, right? But if you go over there and use code JBruce, you get 10% off your order. So that is a pretty hefty deal to go ahead and be thrown around. But it is fantastic. Make sure to go check them out. Fantastic group of people. And that is going to be Adventure Dice. Hopefully that works. Boom! But they have all sorts of different subscriptions. They also have dice. You can buy D10s, D100s, even giant metal dice, all sorts of things. You can even buy dice by bulk over there. So feel free to go, and that is going to be adventuredice.ca. So go and check them out. It is a very good time. They started to partner with us today, so go and check it out. It's going to be a good time. Thank you guys so much again, and I will see you guys tomorrow with some more video games, and we'll see you guys with the show next week on episode 5 of Things Run the Night. Thank you guys again. Have a good night.